Let's acknowledge the good friends of the Loft Party Podcast. The Majestic Restaurant and Pendergast Club, 931 Broadway in Kansas City, Missouri. The J. Rieger Kansas City Distillery. Oh, so good. Now onto our regularly scheduled program.
Just not getting it.
All right. Welcome everybody out there in podcast land. The Good Times with Good People Company proudly presents the Loft Party Podcast, where it is always about good times, good people, and good talk. Please subscribe to the Loft Party Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, or SoundCloud. And be sure to tell a friend you've received your invitation. Hey, and welcome to the party. I'm your host and panel moderator, Rio. And guess what? You've just stepped into the Vegas Party Podcast. That's right. We are on location, on vacation, and we've been drinking all day. So, my panel today, Lane Boland. Of course, you know he is a wealth manager, and he has actually managed some extra wealth. We won't get into that because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We have got our own personal brain mass, Brian Massey. He is here. He has also managed a little extra wealth, but we won't talk about that because what happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas.
Very nice, very nice. We have got the lovely Franny Boland, who I don't know if she managed any wealth, but she did manage.
She managed some wealth.
She managed
all my wealth. she managed to spend it.
There you go.
Managed to spend it.
And of course.
So not true.
And of course, the anonymous female, because she doesn't want you to know her name, but she may. No, she won't. No, she won't. No, she won't. And why? It's Vegas and it's vacation, so she's really not telling you anything.
Can we at least talk about my United Nations poker game?
Let's not get kicked off from doing the podcast. But that story actually is pretty funny. So, Lane, your floor.
No, it was so amazing. Sat down.
Yeah.
The first night we got here.
Yeah.
And immediately kissed my wife goodbye and jumped in a poker game.
Yes.
And
that happened.
Goodbye.
And to my immediate left were two German dudes
Mm-hmm.
with a Chinese dude sitting next to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a French dude.
Okay.
And then a Vietnamese guy. And then some other tourist from the East Coast and me.
Okay.
Right? And my favorite thing to do when playing poker, poker's like a perfect analogy for life.
Okay.
Right? Because it's all about calculated risks and psychology.
Yes.
And mathematics. And it's not the game. You don't do well at the game by necessarily being smarter than everybody, because you're never going to make a perfect decision.
True.
You make money in poker, like in life, by making other people, your competitors, make bad decisions.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to get somebody to make a bad decision is to make them very mad.
Yes.
So, Lane, how did you make them mad?
Well, I kept referring to them as Herman and Klaus, or Himmler and Hitler, and I nicknamed the Chinese dude Chairman Mao, and
all of these things out there in podcast land, in the real world, outside of a poker table, may get you into a fight. So we're not going to suggest, outside of Vegas, at a poker table, do you do any of these things.
yes.
But when you come back from said poker game, having won money because you've insulted people for several hours in a row, it's really funny. It's really funny.
No, but the best was this morning. So this morning, after you dared me to drink an entire pitcher of Mai Tais.
And out there in podcast land, that happened. An entire picture.
Yes.
Literally.
An entire picture of Mai Tai.
So
that happened.
I wanted to go collect on a football bet.
Yeah.
So I went back to the scene of the crime where Brian and I were playing poker, And I was like, hey, Brian, I'm going to go jump in the game. And he's like, all right, dude, have fun.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was freaking Hitler to my left.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't even skip a beat, dude. I literally sat down and I said to him, you know how history doesn't repeat itself? It kind of rhymes. And he was like, well, yeah, where are you going with this? I'm like, so you need 2 ass whippings from me before you leave me alone?
and he said, I hate this man.
Yeah, and 20 minutes later, I'm doubled up from this guy. Brian and I go make a really awesome bet, go Vikings. And
But not too good. Just a little.
Just a little.
Gotta make the under.
yeah.
But hey, go Vikings.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting characters here in Vegas.
There has been some very interesting characters. Now, actually, what I did want to talk about, like I say, we can't get into the over specifics of our particular vacation, but there's so much to do and to see in Vegas. I thought that a comment that the ladies made was actually pretty hilarious, and because it's really true. That's when you were talking about at Halloween, women will dress up as like slutty nurse or slutty kitten or something.
There's
but
nothing
in
wrong
Vegas,
with that.
But in Vegas, they just kind of
It's like the uniform.
yeah, it says just like slutty nurse is everyday clothes.
But then again,
Here in Vegas, and that's hilarious.
a Catholic
we've seen a lot
schoolgirl
of that.
uniform's pretty
Yeah.
slutty, and that's everyday wear too,
Yes, this is very true.
for certain people.
It started off as a joke, but I don't think it was actually a joke. Lane almost knocked this dude out at Tapas place. That was actually pretty funny. Tapas.
Small plates.
Yeah, small plates. Yes. but in Lane's defense, dude was really douchey. Walking in very tight, all white jeans, gym
They
shoes.
weren't very tight.
It was,
they were pretty
always
tight.
tight.
They were skinny jeans, but I've seen tighter.
Oh, okay, so
I was talking in soprano just looking at him.
so let's set this picture. Dude, what now?
He did a model walk.
Dude was
model
very handsome. He was very handsome. I'll give you that. He came in doing the model walk in a tight Givenchy t-shirt with at least 7 dozen holes in it, and a pair of white skinny jeans and white gym shoes with a gold chain and at least 6 or 7 gold bracelets on one wrist.
Yes.
He needed to be hit in the face.
Yes.
But
I hadn't had 4 bourbons yet.
well, he had not quite hit the threshold of hit you in the face levels of alcohol. But that was actually really funny. And the tapas place.
What I said to him.
Was actually really, really good.
Bro, you think you're prettier than my girl?
Yeah. Hey, best line of the vacation. That is going down in history.
Followed by delish tits.
Do you want to explain delicious, Frank?
Explanation. I mean, doesn't it just like speak for itself? Delicious.
Way better than delish balls.
Which is how
I guess
delicious
it's a matter
started.
of perspective.
Okay, I get it.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh boy. Yes. So we've been here for a couple of days. We've had a ball, and we leave tomorrow. But we, of course, did not want to leave without doing what we do every Monday, and that is record a podcast for you out there in podcast land. So we've done nothing but drink and laugh for a couple of days, and
Or make money.
and make some money. Yeah.
I would say through all this stuff, we definitely have to say something about Uber.
Oh yeah.
Uber was pretty
That's
amazing.
pretty profound.
Yeah, but I'd say the Uber experience in Vegas has been
A crapshoot.
Yeah, now I will say,
No, we had more better ones than we had more good ones than bad.
I will say
Bad
all of
ones were
this.
really bad.
The service was good. Like they showed up. They showed up quickly.
What about,
You know,
It was cheap.
but
yeah, it was inexpensive.
because we did have a taxi. We've
Yeah.
had a taxi a couple different
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
And so, the experience with the taxi was definitely very, very different than any of the Uber drivers.
Yeah.
The smell inside those taxis brought me back to Baghdad.
Yeah, but the Uber driver.
Pretty bad.
No, the taxi ride was
Yeah,
straight up dangerous.
yeah, the taxi ride
He was the
dangerous.
one that like almost rear-ended everybody he was behind.
On the highway going
Yes.
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, with the carload of people and but the Uber drivers were actually all really, really good. I mean, like you said, you had one dude that was actually sketchy. The other dude, we had a couple dudes that were quiet. But above all, the Uber, like I have to say, Uber and we did do Lyft one time.
No, we
The
didn't.
mustache.
Yeah, we did.
He didn't.
No, no.
He wasn't wearing a mustache though.
No,
He just happened to be an Uber
He
and
was
a
an
Lyft
Uber and a
driver.
Lyft driver, but I booked him through Uber.
oh, okay.
Which was
All right,
interesting.
I thought-
And he
didn't-
was our second dual driver.
Yeah.
So we've actually seen, because I've noticed that with a lot of them, they're both Uber
They
and
do
Lyft, and I
Uber
didn't
and
know
Lyft.
that you could do both. Not that I've ever looked into it, but I find that interesting.
Yeah,
that
we-
these guys can be both.
Merger.
We asked
Yeah.
them who they like working for more, and we actually only one of them, and one of them said left.
Yeah.
Because they pay more.
Yeah, it
They
said
pay more.
Lyft paid more,
They pay me
so
more.
which we did not know.
Now with the Uber, so this was the first time. So when we got off the plane, and
Yes.
we ordered an Uber. So initially it was, I'll just get the regular Uber. What is it called? It's just the
It's Uber X. Yeah.
Because I wasn't thinking, we had three of us, but
Yeah.
we had a lot of luggage. And then as soon as we hit the button, it said, some Fiat was coming. Like, well,
Yeah,
this,
we're like,
this is probably not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
So I quickly pushed cancel and then said, all right, we'll do the XL. And it said Alexis just
Yes.
headed our way. And we're like, okay, all right. So
He
this
was
is-
the best one though. I wish you guys could have been in
Yeah, but I
that.
say the
But,
Lexus truck
better than
Uber
Gregory?
driver.
Yes, because we had the freaking lights.
Yeah, he had a light show
It
in
was
the car.
like it was like
It
a
was
party
crazy.
bus
Yeah.
that came to pick
Yeah.
us up.
Yeah. So that was a perfect way to start a
He
Vegas
was-
vacation.
yeah.
He set
He
the bar
was-
high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
did.
He was the one that asked us what we wanted to listen to on the radio. He had all the, like he didn't let us put our luggage in the car. He did it for us.
If only he had beers for you.
I know.
Well, he did
That
have-
was the
Well,
only.
yeah, but I say, well,
He was the one that offered us the weed.
Yeah, I say,
We said, "Is it legal here?"
Yeah, well, you're right. It was just is it legal here?
He said, "Do you want some?" Yes.
As he's
Do you want
reaching
some?
into the
Yeah,
Mario-
right, as he was about to go into the armrest.
Mario, what was your favorite meal in Vegas so far?
Ooh, that's good.
That is a good question.
We had, okay, let's see, where did we go? We had
And maybe we should list them off.
tapas,
At Julian Serrano. Yep.
and we had Vicky's Diner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then what did we have last night?
Tacos El Gordo.
Tacos are
Tacos at Gordo.
We also had In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out
Oh,
Burger.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burger was the first meal.
Yeah.
Then we had,
Raw sushi.
Raw sushi.
well, we had Cabo Wabo,
Yeah.
Cabo Wabo.
and then we had raw sushi.
Yes.
Raw RA.
Yes.
Sushi.
What was your favorite though, Mario?
I have to go with Tacos El.
Yeah, I'm actually
Tacos
gonna have
El
to go
Gordo.
with
I'm
tacos.
so surprised!
I'm actually gonna have to
Bet-
go.
Raw was great.
Now, don't get me wrong,
I think the whole
I re-
experience of.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't think you'd need a passport to go on this trip, did you?
I actually, absolutely. So, first of all, and anybody out there in podcast land, trust me and believe me, I'm not trying to be offensive when I say, I knew that this was going to be a good Mexican place because there were only Mexicans in there eating.
And the menu was
and
in
the
Spanish.
menu was completely in Spanish, and only one of us speaks Spanish, so we had to make a lane, translate the menu, so we could even order.
We had to make sure we were eating what we thought we were eating.
Exactly, and it was
Those are the best tacos I've ever had in
best-
my life. And I'm from California.
yeah, the best
Yeah.
tacos ever, and
Tacos El Gordo.
But it was beyond that. It was just, they were very friendly. It didn't, I mean, you know, yes, we were the only, like,
But
well,
people
we
there.
weren't when we left, but when we walked in, we were the only
white, I
non-Mexican
say
people.
white people.
Yeah, I mean,
We
we
weren't
were.
the only
Came in
non-Mexican.
later, yeah.
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 But when you guys pulled up and we were like, this is where we're going, you have to admit you were like,
Oh, I was
Oh,
excited.
shit.
yeah, oh shit, yeah.
I knew what we were in for.
My concern was the sign on the door that said no alcohol.
Because we actually were sober for an hour.
An hour. We were an hour sober.
Oh, what about the breakfast shots at Perch?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I forgot we went to
Yeah,
Perch
Perch.
for morning cocktails.
Oh man.
Oh, and we went to, what was the name of that diner?
Vicky's.
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 Did you already say
I
Vicky's?
listed Vicky's.
Vicky's with the.
She was about ready to
Vicky's
slap Fran for
with
being
the-
so
with
nice.
With the unfriendly.
I was about to say, we were
We warmed her up.
we were obviously
Yeah.
too friendly
You know,
for
I'd like
her.
to say that Vicky's probably be at the bottom of my list, but it was still good.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Which, my point is, I feel like we've
I
had
think
great
out of
food
all of them, though,
everywhere.
In and Out
Yeah.
was probably at the bottom of mine.
Right? But it's still
But it
good.
was still great.
Right,
Yeah, it was still great.
No, I will second that.
But of
For this
everything
trip.
that we
Yeah.
had,
Criminal.
In and Out was probably at the bottom, and then
In-N-Out?
Vicky's.
That's like saying,
No,
I don't like Go Chicken Go.
No,
Oh my God.
In-N-Out was
Now
amazing.
now don't get me wrong, I liked In and Out.
All right.
I really liked it.
Lane,
But if I had to list it out,
I'm not putting it at the bottom of my list. In-N-Out, it's fantastic.
But is it in like number 2, number 4, number 8?
In the middle.
Yeah, we're just, it's the mean.
of all the stuff that we had, Cabo Wabo was probably,
The worst.
actually Cabo Wabo was probably my least favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, mine too.
Actually, yeah.
But I
and
did.
it was my most expensive tab.
Yes, it was.
I did.
Everybody's most expensive.
I did like
tab.
my
Yeah.
picture of Mai Tais.
And after that,
They
they
gave
will
us the
no
picture.
longer drink a Mai Tai.
Yeah.
I will never drink a Mai Tai again in my life.
Oh, and by the way, we had 2 glasses spilled on the table
Yes.
into 2 laps.
Yes.
I would like
Not saying who spilled them.
I would like to point out that I did not spill those.
Yeah. Or me.
Mario?
By process A, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
However, I would say we definitely had the most reason to spill a drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lane and I.
Yeah.
And Lane showed
And
up 2
that would
hours
be-
late,
That would be Lane and Brian had the
Yeah.
most reason to.
Yes.
even though Lane was 2 hours later than Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
I had to
He
catch
caught up
up.
quick. He caught up quickly.
Yeah, and then go jump in a poker game.
I think my favorite part though is
Which
you know,
which just fed what you said before.
Which
I
is?
do my best gambling when I'm drunk.
Yeah, but not too drunk. There's like that zone.
yeah, you need a pitcher, but a pitcher and a half is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know your limits.
Know your limitations.
Know your limits, people.
There you
Know
go.
your limits.
I think the bartender tried to roofie me because I got blazing hot.
No, he bought us a round of 5 shots and he said one of them has a roofie.
Well, I think my favorite part
Which
though
is
is
funny because he actually didn't buy them. They were on our tab.
No,
So-
then they're called.
so Lane orders a
Were they?
pitcher.
Yes, they
Okay.
So Lane
All right,
orders a
I take
pitcher,
that back.
and that pitcher comes out, and it also came up with a glass that was full. And he said, "Well, why'd they bring me a glass?" He takes that glass, pours it back in the pitcher, and gets 4 straws, shoves them in the pitcher, and that is now his glass.
Yeah.
Yes. So technically, Lane had one glass.
I only had one.
Yeah, they had one. He only had one glass in my
Officer, I swear, I only had one
It was
drink.
just the largest glass
That was
I've
the
ever
largest
seen.
drink I've ever seen.
Which you got to keep,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
We have it.
As
Yeah.
a souvenir, as a
That's
souvenir.
going in the
You
Pendergast.
got to keep it. Oh yeah, yeah, yes. So Pendergast Club, please make room. We need a special prominent spot for the pitcher.
The
at
Cabo
Cabo
Mai
Wabo.
Tai pitcher.
Yes,
Yeah.
because woo.
It might have been $418.
Hey. But if it wasn't for that pitcher, you and I would not have taken the Vikings.
Aha.
Yeah. -4.5 With the under.
With the under.
Well, hold on. I was asking you about that before the bet. You said, no, I made this decision before the picture.
No,
Are
I
you
didn't.
telling me otherwise right now?
I was fucking with you.
Yeah, no, that was a drunk decision. It just turned out really good.
Lucky Brian.
It turned out really good.
I said, Lane, are you sure? He looks at me dead in the eye with that picture in his hand. He said, yep.
Yep.
And I believed him.
We're doing
Okay.
this.
Hey, it worked out. It worked out.
It worked out great.
It worked out because
So
in
go-
Vegas you can bet on sports. So
Go Vikings.
go Vikings.
Yeah.
And hey, and nobody in this room is actually a Vikings fan.
No.
We're today.
No, nobody at all.
Yeah, but
I think today was the best
Hey,
day.
with
It really
with the
was.
Raiders leaving Oakland for Las Vegas,
yes.
when that officially happens, I will no longer be a polite Kansas City fan.
Okay.
Being from California, I'm gonna be a straight up Las Vegas Raiders fan.
Okay.
Yep.
Are they moving to Vegas?
Yep.
They
They're
are
moving to Vegas.
Oh,
When?
is that what you were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Freddie thought he was
Next
just
season.
Is that
joking.
because the
Yeah.
Rams are moving to California?
Well, the Rams have already moved to LA.
Yeah, they're already in LA.
Yeah, Oakland wanted to move back to LA, and LA's like, we're not playing this game again. You're not coming to LA just to go back to Oakland.
Right.
Yeah, so they gave it to the Rams.
Or no, they give,
Yeah.
and then now Las Vegas is picking up the Raiders.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So next year,
That's gonna be scary.
I
Can
think
you
it's gonna be the
imagine
year
the
after.
betting that's gonna happen from
Oh, it's
that?
gonna be crazy.
Oh, nut.
Imagine an NFL stadium where you can place a bet in the stadium.
In the
I know, that's what
It's gonna be
Or
amazing.
gamble of
Wow.
any kind. In
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine.
I wish they would go public because I would buy so much stock in that company.
I can't even
wow,
imagine.
who owns them?
The Al Davis's estate.
Wait,
He has minority investors.
you can't take something like that public, can you?
Yeah, there's publicly traded sports teams.
There's definitely basketball.
Manchester United is owned by the public.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
mean, it's
I'm not-
possible. It's not
It's not the
usually
norm.
done. It's not usually done in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but it's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Man, that'd be cool.
Oh, it'd be really cool.
Do you know who I am?
You're-
I'm an owner.
Right, exactly. My entire stock portfolio is tied up in this damn thing.
Learn my name, bitch.
That escalated quickly. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the Green Bay Packers aren't publicly traded, but they're owned by
They're owned by the city.
the city.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Raiders?
No, the
No,
Packers.
Packers.
Oh, Packers.
Those
Yeah.
cheese Packers.
So for you guys, this is the first time you've been to Vegas.
Yes.
What has been your favorite part of Vegas?
This is a good question.
Madam Sheila, what has been your favorite part?
Mario?
What has been your favorite part?
I think
Not
it's-
being arrested.
I think it's yes, I very much appreciate not being arrested.
Hey, we're still here. I mean,
I think it's
still time.
I mean, I'm just such a people watcher
Mm.
that it's been very interesting just seeing the melting pot
Yeah.
that is Las Vegas.
Are you a downtown Vegas or a strip Vegas person?
Well, we didn't really spend a lot of time on the strip. Not really.
That's true.
All day today?
But not like in the casinos.
True.
I did.
And every single one of us thanks you for that. I think that there were, like we were talking,
Yeah.
it was really fun being on the strip during the day and downtown at night.
Yeah, downtown's a blast.
Downtown
So,
is a
I
blast.
mean, we were downtown like most of the day
I like the
yesterday.
zip line that goes all the way through
Oh
downtown.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
Pretty
pretty
much
cool.
Street is.
I think that
It's pretty
there's
awesome.
pros and cons to both, but I would definitely say
Way more
the,
hookers
the,
downtown.
Yes.
the strip,
No!
You don't know how to spot them.
the strip
Oh.
during the day.
Mario and I were having this. Oh, we
Maybe
Yeah, we had this
Halloween
conversation.
hookers,
Yeah.
Halloween hookers in the strip, like, you know what I'm talking about. Just girls dressed like it's Halloween.
Hoochie Mama or
Yeah.
Hoochie Mama?
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Professional or amateur?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because
What
that's
about
the
you,
thing.
honey?
I actually had a really good time, kind of overall. Like today was just a great day in general. I really do wish we would have went back by there because we were in a high speed death walk to get to the sports book before it closed, and we passed Bellagio and the fountains were on, and we tried to go earlier in the day and they wouldn't turn them on, and so that was cool because of course I'm a huge Ocean's 11 fan, so you know, seeing the Bellagio fountains was actually really cool.
What song was playing when you
So-
walked by?
Did not pay attention.
Did you pay
So
attention?
Mario and I were
Some
talking
lame
about,
Beatles
you
thing.
said this being our first trip, we were talking about, it was really fun to go with people that had been here before.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of, you know, if we ever come back or when we come back, you kind of know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So it was really fun just hanging out, you know.
Actually, that's a good point, because I think it would be tough to come, like, just looking at the other side, is if you brought a group of people here where no one had been to Vegas.
Nobody
it would
had
be
been here.
Incredibly
It could be,
overwhelming.
yeah, it could be very
But
overwhelming.
you wouldn't even, for me, I mean, I'm thinking, I wouldn't know if you
Where
had a
to
whole group,
begin,
what to
yeah.
even do. Yeah, where to even begin?
Yeah.
And our Airbnb house, way better than a hotel room in a casino.
Oh, this house rocks.
Yeah.
That's the
This
other
is
thing.
And cheaper.
Yes.
this is a much better decision than the hotels. I have to admit, it's enough room for everybody. We actually all feel comfortable and not confined.
One downside,
What's
Beds.
beds.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable bed.
They
Yeah.
They
gotta,
could be better.
if they invest in the beds.
Yeah.
Well, if you partied hard enough, one, you wouldn't be in that bed very long, and two, you wouldn't care because you needed the sleep.
No, but then you still wake up the next day and you're just like.
Yeah, like I slept,
Yeah.
but I was very,
Uncomfortable.
yeah, when I woke up.
Yeah, but I say that's really the only
Which is-
complaint about this
Yeah,
property.
but it is, yeah.
Yeah, and when we rate the Airbnb, that's like good feedback to give them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
they need to know their beds are crappy.
comfortable.
I liked how
mattresses.
I came in Saturday at 5 in the morning and Brian was cheating. He was sleeping on this amazing couch.
You were?
I was almost asleep. And Lane comes in. If
Lane always wakes you up.
And I was like, oh, and he said, you ready for a cocktail? And I said, give me 10 minutes.
This is 5 a.m. ladies and gentlemen. This is 5 a.m. we're talking about.
Yup.
Yeah, we were waiting for Lane to
Gross us,
crash
stress
at
us?
some point, and that never happened,
No.
really. I think last night you were
Discipline.
one crazy comment away from.
Getting slapped.
No.
I was thinking
And that too, yes.
Okay.
it was, yeah. But it was good. I had
Just going on.
Right. And moving on.
Love it.
we really had such different spectrum of foods we ate,
Yeah.
places we were at,
Yeah.
and I mean we
And
just
conversations we had.
Yeah.
very true.
And Uber drivers.
The
Yeah.
Uber
Yeah.
drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think overall, if you're doing a rating 1 through 5, one star to 5 star, how many stars would you give it?
The trip?
Mhm.
I'd give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm the same as well.
I think so, yeah.
It's really, really good. There was never, to me, there was never a time it was like, eh.
Yeah, no,
There
that's
was
like-
never a bad time.
No, it's like I had a great
And-
time the whole time. Like I said, the only thing would be
Better beds.
Get better beds, and life is great.
But we weren't even the typical like
And-
Las Vegas trip where people got hammered all the time. We just did today.
Yeah.
Hey,
But there was
We were disciplined, I
weren't.
guess.
Yeah.
But we weren't, half passed out, sitting on the sidewalk outside.
Somebody rubbing our head with
Yeah.
our,
Uh,
yeah.
Let's talk about like everybody's favorite like. Well, I know we already asked that everyone's favorite moment, but like your favorite like memory that was like ridiculous.
Hey, pro tip, when you're going to like buy booze for your hotel room or Airbnb,
Yes.
do not go to any liquor store on the strip, especially the one
Yes.
that's in that trashy Western looking
Oh, yes.
general
General
store.
store?
Yeah, no, do not get drink. Yeah, no, they
No.
are going to rape you harder than a slot machine.
Yeesh.
Yeah, times two
So
or
the
three.
funniest thing
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
Franny, was the passed out guy at the slot machine.
Oh,
The
man.
minute we walked, the first casino we walked into,
Yeah.
the first thing we saw,
Dude
passed out
at
guy
slot
at the
machine.
slot machine.
With his hand still on the slot machine button.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just out.
It's out.
It's like, and welcome to Vegas.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment?
Yeah,
Mario?
that one's actually pretty high on the list. Actually.
I don't know if it was
That
my
was-
favorite
that was
moment.
pretty
It
high
was
on the
just
list. That
One of
was-
my
a
most
crazy
favorite
moment.
ridiculous moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my most famous ridiculous moments. Yeah, that was pretty high on the list. When we were sitting at the blackjack table, I was like, it seemed like every 10 minutes they were bringing in another person to be our damn dealer.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is going on?
Can we get some
I'm like-
consistency here?
I'm just like, how many breaks do y'all get? Damn.
And we did find out, we did ask, they get a break every 20 minutes, right?
40.
Every
Every
40 minutes.
40 minutes to an hour.
Every 40 minutes to an hour for
A
20
20-minute
minutes.
break.
And they have to go downstairs into a segregated area. And we were like, wow, that's really great. And she was, yeah, it's because we have to count.
I never thought about it.
Yeah, she was
You have
like,
to
so they want to
count
keep
what?
them, they want to keep them fresh because they're
Mm.
constantly counting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the first girl that was there, just so you guys know, was actually there when we were there earlier in the day.
No.
When Brian and I were sitting at the sitting in the lounge, she was at that table.
No.
So I think we caught her right at the end of her shift.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
pretty crazy because that was really early in the day. I mean, we had the whole day go by. We came back here, everyone
Yeah.
kind of cleaned up, changed, and that whole thing.
Mhm.
And we went back out to
Yeah. Well,
the
Now-
casino, and then they were there.
That was actually only about 8 hours from the first time we saw her till we saw her again. But that's one thing I can say about Vegas, you really do lose track of time.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you
Yeah.
lose track of time.
Yeah, that's very true. Because there's been a couple of times that I've looked at my watch or phone or something and it was like, damn, oh, okay.
Or it's only.
Yeah, one of the two. Either it's only or damn, it's already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
when we were sitting at the Bellagio, I swore it was nighttime. And when we left there, it was like 4:30.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, but I said the Bellagio is a pretty impressive property.
Yeah.
I have to.
I think pretty much everybody we were, I don't know if we were lucky or not, but everybody that we really came into contact with, from the dealers to, you know, the cab drivers to, well, not cab drivers, but Uber drivers to the people that were serving us at the restaurants, they were all super friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, I mean, I don't know if we just lucked out or,
You know,
I mean, the Cabo Wabo guy was even snarky, but hilarious.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
fit
Friendly.
totally in with
Yeah.
our,
and I was thinking about the container park. Everyone we met there, I felt was
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, really
so
friendly.
like the
Yeah.
girl
Oh, yeah,
with
Perch
with
was-
the tortoise, tortoise.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know, it's
Yeah.
plural for tortoise.
I was actually just thinking.
Tortoise.
I was just thinking. I was just thinking about that. I'm like,
Lane's like, we're done.
yeah, we went in this freaking pet store, but it was just
Reptiles
like,
and
but it
Reefs.
was yes, reptiles and reefs.
Wow.
And but the girl had two.
she had 2 bearded dragons.
Yeah,
And two turtles.
and two baby tortoises
Yeah.
that were crawling around on the floor.
They
and
were
the
getting
little-
exercise before lunch.
but the baby tortoises looked like wind-up toys. They were so little. They were hilarious. It was
That's
super.
funny.
Mhm, they were.
It was super cute, but I know that they're gonna
But
wind
the
up
scary
being.
thing is that you walked around the corner, Brian, and nobody
Almost
warned you about the tortoise.
stepped on
I
it.
saw him, but everyone freaked out.
Yeah,
I was gonna
because
step on
nobody knew that he saw them on the ground, and he was just like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah."
Just me and the big dude walking around the corner.
Large
Everyone
man.
did freak out for a moment. But I also liked our bartender that was there at the breakfast place.
Stefan, he was cool.
Yeah. The container park was very cool. I like that.
That type of concept would totally work in Kansas
And
City.
you know,
I've actually sent Mark stuff like that.
Yeah, the
before.
container park would definitely work.
We gotta do that in the West Bottoms.
I took a bunch of pictures so he could see them.
Yeah, the container park would definitely work in Kansas City.
Yep.
And they had a breakfast menu item that was.
Can you
4
imagine
shots.
if we built a container park
5.
in
Nice.
the parking
Nice.
lot in between the K and Arrowhead?
Oh my God.
That would be amazing.
A container park
Wait,
between the
it would be
two?
Yeah.
amazing, or would it be?
Amazeballs.
Amazeballs.
What was the other one?
Delish tits.
Delicious.
I was just gonna say
Brian.
tits.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss again, Franny.
I don't even want to picture that.
Just trying to
On
make-
that note, I'm gonna go to bed for once.
trying to make that a thing.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
so-
time.
Let's say normally we'd be talking for at least an hour, but we would have way more prepared topics and blah 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 blah. But what you're getting this time is the half sobering up ramblings of 5 people who had a really good time in Vegas, and for the first time we won't be able to do something that I love doing, but we'll go through the motions anyway. And with all that being said, in Vegas, had a ball, and yes, it is definitely time to go, and we will be coming back, I'm sure, because the one thing I do know is, after so many days in Vegas, you've been in Vegas too many days, and
It's starting to set in.
and so so if we were to do one more day in Vegas, we'd be here too long.
I'd be angry.
so what we're going to do with this podcast is the same thing we're about to do with this Vegas vacation, and we're going to say to good times
With good
with good people.